friends, it's Sheree. How's everyone doing today? Welcome, welcome. I am going to show you what I'm up to today. I've been mentioning it in a couple of videos. I wanted to make a Christmas tassel. So I decided to, since I've been talking about a pink Christmas journal for next year, I decided to make the pink Christmas tassel. So I've just got all kinds of things out here. I kind of was pulling things out, and then I had to take a look at my pink scrapbook paper because I know it's pink. I think there's some white in there, but what other colors are in there? So anyway, I've got some silver rickrack here, a red and white ribbon. I've got some white pom-pom. I've got some fabric with red and green, but there's a little bit of pink in these poinsettias. I've got some pink kind of glittery ribbon, some other pink ribbon, some red ribbon, some other pink ribbon, gold ribbon, and a white ribbon, and gold rickrack, and pink and white baker's twine. I wonder if I have any pink eyelash trim. Hold on, I forgot about eyelash trim. Well, hold on in a minute. And I got my little bells out here too. There's lots of silver and gold, and I don't think I have any pink bells, but lots of silver and gold. And I also have this little ornament that is a doily. I think probably someone made this, and I think you can put glue on something like this and then let it dry and it makes it stiff. So I think someone did that with this little piece of doily. And there's actually a little thread on here. So someone made this, not me. I bought it at a thrift store. But someone made this into a little ornament. So I have that. Let me look and see what color eyelash trims I have. Just 1 second. Okay, yes, I found some pink eyelash trim. So let's start with starting to get these things in order. And let's see, this is, I'm not sure this fabric's going to be long enough, so let's measure it real quick. I have 12, oh, it might be just long enough. Yeah, I think it will be long enough. Okay, so it's about 14.5 inches long. So let's start by tearing some of these strips. The last year that I've been making tassels. I've been making tassels for a long time, but in the last year I've been kind of trying to remember that not to be afraid to put a lot of different colors in a tassel, because they just come out so pretty. It doesn't have to be all one color or all two colors. Just put it all together and see if you like it. You know what I mean? If you can always take out a couple things and use them in another tassel or something else. But yeah, that's what I've been doing. Just telling myself not to be afraid to just put all the things together and then see what happens. And I never put one together that I didn't like. You know what I mean? Even if it had like 12 different colors, it's just so they turn out so cute. So anyway, I usually put about 4 of each color or whatever, each ribbon, whatever I have. But as you could see, I showed you a lot of things, so I'm going to put 2. I'm going to put 2 of each here. Let's see, I think I just tore off of this side. As you can see, this is about 1/2 inch wide of a piece of this fabric. And I like the torn, it has a little frayed edge and everything, so that looks cute. Good, I was wondering if I was going to use all of this in my tassel, and I was like, I would like to cut some of these out next year. If I say cut some of these little flowers out, possibly. So, kind of was hoping I didn't use all of that. Okay, so I'm pulling off the strings as we go here. When you tear it, you just have to go ahead and pull off the strings. There's a little bit of string here on the end. Cut that off. Keep on going. So we're going to see if this gets too long to where I'm putting these together, I'll pause and get it all together. I just wanted to get started here and show you what I do to get started. So I think 14 inches is good. Is a good length for your whatever you're putting into it. This is, let me see how long these actually are. I think they're more than 14. So I've got 12 there, and then I've got 14, 15, 16, 17. So by the time I make the tassel, so it'll be like this, just, you can kind of experiment like this. It won't be too long, see, it'll be like that. You'll have your little top part here, and then that'll be the hanging down part. So you can see it's not going to be too long with 17 inches. So I'm going to try to make everything about that length. So this will take a little time because I've got so many things to put in here, but let's spread these apart so we have room to put our other things in here and get going. So I'm just going to grab and put stuff in here. Like I said, 2 of each, and then if I need to add more, I will. So I'm just measuring like this, like using my first couple pieces here as my guide, and then adding to it. So like this. You see how it will take a while to get everything. It does take a while to get everything, but it's nothing complicated or anything like that. So I'm going to try to get my ribbons wound back up so I don't have a big mess when I'm done. Here's a pink one. So yeah, my scrapbook paper, the colors it had in it were the pink, of course, and it had different shades of pink, and it had a lot of gold. I didn't remember. I was thinking silver. I'm glad I looked at it, because I was already thinking I wanted to put some gold in here, but I didn't know if I couldn't remember, you know, right offhand if the, oh, I need 2 of those. I couldn't remember offhand if the scrapbook paper had gold in it. So sure enough, it had a lot of gold in it. So I was like, all right. I wanted to put gold in it. I already had gotten gold out, and I was like, let me just look at that scrapbook paper. Not that I'm trying, you know, because I don't think it has any red in it. So that's a color that I decided to include. Here's my eyelash yarn. So let me go ahead. I like the eyelash. I love the eyelash yarn. If you haven't, you didn't know what to do with it. Like you see everybody using it. You bought it. You bought it wherever you bought it. Thrift store. They have, once in a while have it. They had it at Dollar Tree. I haven't seen it lately at Dollar Tree. But I suppose you can get it probably at Walmart and places too. I don't know. I got all mine at thrift stores. And I think I did. Did I ever buy one? I'm not sure I ever bought one at Dollar Tree. I may have. So let's see. I'm trying to separate the colors that I've used with the colors I haven't used so I know where I am here. So let's put some of this silver. Now this I haven't shown you yet. This is new that I got at Temu. Silver rickrack. Like I've never seen silver rickrack anywhere, so I thought let me get some. I don't know where it starts here. But I might just have to make a start for myself because I don't know where it starts. But yeah, I'll just cut a piece here, a couple pieces. So yeah, I got this at Temu, and you can see there's a lot there. So let me measure. So tassels are fun. You know, I try to make them match the journal. You know, the colors of the journal. And if they have some, you know, just the different colors, like, and a little bit of bling in there, it looks really good. Oh, that is, oh, I see where they tied it together now. I'm trying not to mess this up, so I need to hold it over there. They have a little tie around the center part here. But that, oh, a little knot. Okay, let me get that off so I can undo this. Okay, there we go. See, they had this tied right here. A little piece right here. Not right there. Okay, so let me cut that off because that's now I have 2 ends probably, but this will be easier to get another piece out of here. Okay, so there's another piece of silver. Okay, so we got 2 silvers now. We got the gold ribbon. So that goes in here. Let me put that over there. Get the fabric. Okay, what next? let's do some of this pom-pom trim, which I also haven't shown you yet on my Thrifty Thursday, so I'm showing you now. I got from Temu. I got it all in the same order, the silver rickrack and this pom-pom trim. And I've got it specifically for tassels, and I got the close together. You know, they have the little pom-poms that are like separated and they're bigger. But I wanted this closer together for tassels. You could use either one. I just kind of wanted this one. I got the white one. I got white for tassels, and I also got the one with the bigger, which I don't have. I'm not using today, but I got the one with the bigger pom poms too. It's in the same order. I got the smaller pom pom, little, you know, this. I got the silver and the bigger white pom pom. I just kind of like had an idea, and I'm like, oh, I don't have any of these things. Don't have any of these things. So I quick ordered them from Temu because they were the cheapest. And it's the same as everybody else's quality and everything. Everything's fine, you know. Okay, this is also some trim I got from Temu, this red and white. They have a lot of, when I bought this, and they probably, when you see this video, they'll probably still have a bunch on there, probably, because it seemed like they had a lot on there. But a lot of Christmas trims. And I picked this one because it's kind of a generic, even though it's like candy cane looking. And it's red and white, and I wanted it to stand out. I didn't want it to blend in, you know what I mean? I want to, when you look at the tassel, I want you to see like, oh, look at the red and white candy cane trim, you know, type of thing. I didn't want it to just blend in. So that's why I got that. And then, let's see, this is, I'm kind of like not sure about this one. It's such a bright pink. But like I said, I'm telling myself not to be afraid. When I say these things, I'm talking to myself, literally talking to myself. Don't be afraid, it'll be all right. It'll probably be my favorite thing in the tassel, right? It's probably like just the thing it needed, right? Like you're probably saying that right now. Sheree, it's perfect. Don't worry about it. You're like, it's perfect. What are you afraid of? I'm not. I am, but I'm not. Okay. A little bit more blingy, glittery pink. Did we add this one yet? No. See why I'm only adding 2 of each? Look how many we have here. So this is a little glittery piece. I mean, if you can't use glittery, sparkly things at Christmas, when else could you use them? You know what I mean? It's like that perfect thing. Little glittery stuff at Christmas. Now I want to add some white ribbon. I know this will blend in, but I just, you know, I have it, so why not? And I pulled it out. One of the last things I pulled out because the scrapbook paper has a lot of white in it, so why not? And this is a Grow Grain ribbon. This I got at a thrift store. All right, we just about used everything. I didn't use this yet. This red. Why do I have this tape on here? I don't know. It's just coming off. I've used this before, and you maybe heard me say that. I just keep it in here so that I should just put a little piece of tape on the end here and then not worry about the cellophane bag, but I haven't done it yet, so maybe today will be the day that I do that. Okay, so there's my red ribbon. So a little red, a little pink, a little white, a little silver, a little gold, another red one. Okay. I'm not going to put it back in the bag, so that will remind me not to put it back in the bag, and I'll just put some tape over the end. And then, last but not least, do we get our... it's in there. Okay. Couldn't see my eyelash. Yarn. I got gold. No, I got this previously. I got this first. And have I used it? I don't know if I've used it yet. And again, I don't know where. Oh, do I see an end? The end is really hard to figure out here. I I don't see an end. It's just a multiple of never-ending, multiple links of never-ending rickrack here. So I'm just going to have to pull a piece out, a couple pieces, looks like, without messing up my oh, that adds a nice touch, doesn't it? Gold rickrack. Yeah, I had got this first, and I had this for a couple weeks at least, and then I was like, because I think I saw the silver at the time I bought this, I'm like, I don't think I need silver. And then a couple weeks later I was like, oh, why didn't I get silver at the same time? So, okay, that is everything except for the baker's twine. So I'm going to pull out a length of baker's twine, but I'm not going to put it in here because I'm going to put some bells on here. That's what this is for. So this needs to be longer because I'm going to be tying knots in it. So I'm going to make it like a lot longer here to put bells on. And I'm going to pause to put the bells on because, you know, that's going to take a while. So I will be right back. Okay, I am back. I fixed my, finished my bell string. It's right here. I've got it on the baker's twine. I put 3 bells on each side. So, and then it's going to hang right here in the middle. And what I did was, these bells have little loops on them, so it's hard to get the baker's twine through the little holes. And so I used my needle threader for that. That's one tip. And then the second tip on the baker's twine is when you're all done, you know, cut it to your length, because I made it extra long so I'd have enough room to tie on my knots so the bells would stay on. I just put a knot under each bell, and then I tied a knot in the end so that your baker's twine doesn't come unwound, because you know, it's just, baker's twine is just kind of like, it's not really even braided, it's just wound threads together. So I think this needs to be spread apart a little bit, this little red one. It was too close to that other red one. And so now I need to pick up my bells and fix those. Okay, so we're going to gather this up now and finish off our tassel. Here's my bells. Get a little jingle jingle. Oh, and it ended up using a gold, 2 gold, 2 silver, and 2 red on the bells, the bell string. So fun, right? Okay, so everything looks properly distributed. So I'm going to use, I think I'll just use baker's twine again to gather it up. Oh, you know what? I forgot my little ring. Forgot my ring. I can't believe it. Hold on one second. Okay, I've brought over a pink and a white ring. If you don't have rings or anything like that, you can just put a string under here, bring it up, tie it together instead of using a ring. So, and tie a knot or bow at the top, and then put your other little piece. I'll show you. So you gather it, tie it at the top instead of a ring. I'm going to use the white one, I think. Let me see how this pink one. I think either one would look good. I think I want to use the white one. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, and then I put my everything inside my ring here, and this way it's removable. The string would be removable too, because you could just tie it onto your journal and then untie it if you wanted to remove it. So say you have a string on there. I have the little ring on here, and it's like this. So you have your string if you don't have anything else, and here it is. And then you're going to tie another little, I'm going to tie my baker's twine. So if you used a string here, just get another string. So that's where my baker's twine's coming in. I'm going to get a nice long piece again, and just lay it down here, and lay my tassel down here. Look at all those colors, so pretty. See what I mean about not being afraid to add colors? Okay, and then take my baker's twine and putting my 2 ends together, and then I'm going to tie, come back here, and just tie a knot and bring it together. Don't tie it real tight right off. Get your hanging piece. Tie it tight enough to, let's tie it a little bit tighter, because I'm not tying my second knot yet. So I just want to tie it tight enough so I can adjust my ribbons. So I'm going to hold it here for a second, pull my ribbons down, see how that one's poking up. I don't know if you can see that, but it's poking up a little. And everything else looks pretty good. I don't want to like pull it so tight that it's like not fluffy anymore. Okay, so let's go ahead and put it back down and we'll tie it. Well, we can still pull them down when we tie our knot. So here's my first knot, pulled tight. And you can use a ribbon or anything to do this part. I'm just wanted to use this string, but just use anything, any ribbon, piece of fabric, just whatever you feel like using. Okay, now I'm going to tie my second knot. That feels tight enough. My second knot. And then at this point you can let it hang down, or you can tie a little bow right here. Let me tie a little bow, and if I don't like it I can undo it and let it hang, right? Let's tie a quick little bow here. Okay, that looks cute too, either way. Oh, I forgot. My. Well, let's see. So at this point, you know, I want to put on my little snowflake. So I can either put it here, or I can add it with this little string to the ring here. Which if I put it to the ring, it's going to hang like over here. So I think I do want to add it to the string. So how do I want to add it? I can either add it with the string, so it would hang down here if I added it with the string. So it would be like that. Let me see. See, it's kind of down there, which is fine. But I kind of want it to be up here. So I think I'm going to cut this. The price tag is still on here too. I guess I don't. Green, is that Goodwill? I'm not sure where I haven't been going to Goodwill that much. I probably got it at Salvation Army, but I'm not even sure. There's another thrift store I got too that I might have got it at. I'm going to cut the little string off though. That's just a little piece of thread that someone put on there, I can tell, and there's a little knot right here where they knotted the thread. Let me get all the thread off, and then I'm going to put my, let's see, there's a couple little holes I can put it through here. I think I'm going to put it through this middle. If I put it through that little one, I think that might be the best. I'm going to have to experiment with this for a second because I'm not sure which way I want to do it. So let's see. Both sides look good. So I don't think either side is the front or the back. I think they're both the same. And I can't get that through there. Do I have to use my needle threader for this is my thrift store needle threader that I love. I wish I could find another one just like it. I don't think they make them just like this anymore. I've looked and haven't seen one. Okay, so pull it through there. And then, see, it'll hang right there in the middle. And then I can tie another knot right here. This is the only, I didn't really have any other, I wanted to hang something here, like this ornament or something, bells. And this is the only thing that I felt like best went with it. I didn't have anything with a lot of pink in it or anything like that. So see, now I can tie this like that in a knot, and let me tie another knot. And since I have this, it can either hang down below. See, it's kind of wrapping around, so I think I'd be better off with a little bow up here. Be better off with a little bow. Okay, so be a little bow there. Okay, yeah, that looks good. So then now at this point, I can see this red is still wants to stick up, so I'm going to pull that down a little bit. But otherwise, I think everything is good. And if you want to trim anything off the bottom, if you think anything's too long, or if you actually want it even, I don't have to have it even, but if anybody ever gets one of my tassels on a journal and you want to cut it even, you can. Now, if anything's really hanging down, like this one piece of fabric is lower than anything else, so maybe just snip a little piece off like that. You know, don't be afraid to trim it. If you want to trim it, just don't trim it too much because you might ruin it, right? So I keep my hinge, this hinge right here where it opens. It doesn't open, that's where the hinge is. So I put that in the middle of the inside and keep the little part that opens right there. And there you have it. Look at all our pretty colors, you know, the sparkly from the gold and the silver, and the sparkly ribbon. And where's our pink? There's our pink ribbon that I was a little bit afraid of. And the flowers, and it all just goes together. And, you know, there's our pom-pom and everything. And it just looks so pretty. with all the different things in there. I hope you can see it okay. And the bells are in there, so you got the little jingle jangle. So now when I want to put it on a journal, I'll make sure I have a spot to hook this into. And there you go. You have a pretty beautiful, I'll have this for next year, a pretty beautiful tassel to go in my pink journal. I mean, it could go on any journal, but I made it for the pink one, so the future pink journal that I keep talking about, right? You'll see it next year in Christmas time, or maybe in July, Christmas in July. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed the making of this pretty tassel, and I will see you in my next video. Have a great day, and I'll see you tomorrow.